Hello, Nomad Sculpt, and I called this video Efficient and Quick Part 1. Okay, let's start with Nomad. Um, a good example is such a tiny house. Um, there's a, there are many ways to do this, but we want to do it efficient and quick. And I go a few steps back. To see the basic. This is the basic shape of the house. And efficient is to know what the subdivision does. Subdivision is here, and when you subdivide your object, it gets smoother, or it adds more details, but it also rounds the edges and so on. And when you keep your mesh at the beginning as low as possible, it's easy to adjust. Okay, I delete all the objects, and I'm starting with a box. I reset the view. When I validate this object and I want to adjust it to become a house, it's not very good, because you have to manipulate too much vertices. Okay, and the poly count is very high. And okay, of course you can use the trim function and hole filling and use the symmetry and trim here your object, but it's not exact, and yes, that's not very quick. Okay, to do it better, you need also a box, but keep the division very low. And you can here 1 is a good division, and now you can validate this object. And now it's easy to adjust it. You need a cell mask, and check the cell mask in the settings, front facing or on off, and turn symmetry off. And now you can select only this part. And with the gizmo it's now possible to adjust the roof. Only one step. And a very important part on this is to understand the shortcuts, or to learn the shortcuts for the mask. I make a screenshot, and here you can hold the mask button, and when you swipe, it clears the mask, and when you pick it, or it selects the mask. And there's also a quick shot, or a quick, not a quick shot, a shortcut for the blurring and the sharpening. And yes, these shortcuts are very important. I hold the mask and swipe, and I clear the mask. And now the next thing is you can use the mask for some things. I turn on the mask, and I'm masking this points, and I hope I got it. And now you can use the shell extract, 0 extract. This is, yes, you can use it. For some things it's very useful. For some things not. Here, when you choose now your mesh, you can change the shell thickness and you can extract it. Oh, you have to mask it. Solo view mask is okay. Extract it. But with this method, you are not able to adjust the object. When you now go to the gizmo is not in the right position and it's not very quick. Okay, how do this quicker? Okay. We need an object, a box, and bring this box outside in a good position and reduce the division to nothing. And don't validate this object. Okay. We can make it a little bit smaller. And now we have an object to insert. And now it's possible you use the transform, turn off the rotate and the scale function and use the insert function. Turn on the clone, symmetry off. So, and now when you insert this box, the orientation is wrong. And I delete this. And I demonstrated we also need a plane later. Do the same for the plane. A very low division. And now go back to the insert tool. Clone function is on, symmetry off. And when you insert it, the orientation is not okay. To change this, activate the plane, and you have to do one time a change on the pivot on your anchor point. At the left side there's a pivot function, and you can turn on the snap. 45 degrees or 90 degrees, it's okay. And now rotate the anchor point one time and leave the pivot function. And for the cube, you can go in the solo view, in a right view, reset the view, and adjust also the pivot one time and bring it in an anchor position like this. Leave the pivot function. Now you can leave the solo view. In the scene menu, you can rearrange it, and now you see in a yellow color the box and the plane, and you can hide them, but you can select them. And now when you use the insert function, combination clone is on, and now when you press on the surface of the house, you got the cube but with handles. And you can use also the gizmo to adjust it. And now you can scale it like you want. And it fits to the surface of the house. And you don't have to be very exact, because now when we find this is one part of the roof, now you can validate the object one time. And the next step is to use the right symmetry. We need the set plane, and we can mirror it from the right to the left, yes. And we change the plane to the X plane and mirror it from the left to the right. Now you got a complete roof with only a few steps. Okay. And for what we need the plane, you can activate the plane in the scene menu and go to the insert function. Clone is active, and now press here on the surface and bring in the plane. And now you can adjust the plane topology. Wireframe is on. And this is an example for the stairs. And when you think it's okay for the stairs, you can validate the object, choose a solo view, and now you can use the mask. Small radius, and mask your stairs. And in the settings of the mask, you can extract it. You can extract it now also with a thickness 5 or 6. Let's test it. Extract. There's a mask problem here. Mask it. And we can use also 10. Extract it. There's something wrong with our mask, I think. Sometimes it's the intensity. Then we can use shell thickness of 0, and then it works with no problems. The master plane we can delete. And now, when you hold your mask button, mask it, and give it a shell thickness of 10. And now the stairs are ready. Okay. The next thing is to use symmetry. You have now a few objects. It's when you're in low poly, it's possible to select all the objects and simple merge them. But you can also separate the meshes again, like this. Simple merge. And now it's possible in combination, for example, with a mask. Check the mask settings. You can mask a part of the house. And now you can use the gizmo to scale it. hold down the mask and clear it. And it's also possible to use the symmetry. You can separate the mesh again. And select these two objects, simple merge them, and use the symmetry. At the bottom there's the gizmo edit. Turn it on. Go to another tool and rotate your symmetry. Like this. And now it's possible to mirror from the left to the right. And now you got an object like this. Don't forget to turn off the gizmo edit. And you can reset the symmetry. And it's also possible, this object you can split it. And now turn on hole filling and reduce all the settings here. And use the rectangular function and split it here. And this object is now, it's possible to adjust it in the size, like this, or this position. And it's also possible to use the symmetry here when you choose a local symmetry and the Y-plane, gizmo edit on, bring the gizmo in this position, and now you can use the gizmo symmetry on, and you can scale it. Symmetry off. Bring it in position. And when you're fine, you can simple merge the objects. And test what the subdivision does. Flat subdivision, subdivide it one time and turn the flat subdivision off, and subdivide it a second time, and now you're in acute modus. To adjust these meshes, you can use the Move tool. In the Move tool, there's a setting Connected Topology. Turn it on or off. When it's off, you can adjust the mesh as a combined mesh. And when this setting is on, you can adjust only one part of the mesh. And now it's possible with a normal function to make it a little bit, yes, like this, a little bit cuter. And it's also possible to use the symmetry on some things. Okay. That's it. Have fun with sculpting. Ciao.